What is up, homies? Today I've got the ultimate Tesla upgrade guide with all Tesla upgrades within the video. If you would like to skip to any particular gun, there will be timestamps in the description on screen right now, so you can jump straight to the gun of your choice. Also, if you do enjoy this video and or make it to the end, don't forget to smack a like rating on it. That would be awesome. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you're not new around here, don't forget to hit that little bell so you're notified of exactly when we upload. DameAndThatGame merchandise is available in the store in the link in the description down below. Go check it out. But without further ado, let's get straight into that video. Now, before you do any of these upgrade guns, there are two things that you're going to need. You're going to need the original Tesla gun itself. You can achieve this by doing the casual Easter egg or part of the casual Easter egg. There are on-screen instructions to actually do this, so no tutorial is needed, though I will link one in the description down below. You're also going to need to take yourself through the casual Easter egg until you defend the lightning rod. Without defending the lightning rod, it will not open the doors for you to be able to charge the actual batteries. After you've done these two steps, you're ready to start upgrading your weapons. Also take note, you're going to need to be able to upgrade all four of these wonder weapons to actually do the main Easter egg where you save Klaus. So the first weapon in today's video is going to be the Hurricane. Now, to start this upgrade of this particular weapon, you're first going to have to find yourself a bomber zombie. The bomber zombie carries the big bombs and an extra man on his back. You're going to need one of these. If you take yourself into the laboratory, upon the stairs there is a metal door. You're going to have to lead one of your bomber zombies up to that metal door and make him explode, which will open the door and enable you to pick up your first battery. You're then going to need to take this battery down into the electric trap, which again is located in the actual laboratory, and you're going to have to kill 4 brute zombies with the electrical trap. Now, you can only do this by killing either 2 at a time or 4 in one go. So if you're not able to collect 4 brutes, then you could do 2 lots of traps, so 2 brutes, then 2 brutes. This will charge the actual battery, enabling you to go on to the next step. Also, a good indication that you've got enough brutes in the actual trap is the battery will light up bright green. So if it lights up bright green, you have the right amount of brutes. After you've charged up your battery, you're going to need to pick it up and continue into the laboratory and put it into the big Tesla machine. After you've put it into the machine, you can press square. You then have to defend it for about 2 minutes. Again, for you to be able to put the battery into the big Tesla machine, you're going to need to do the lightning rod step of the casual Easter egg first. Otherwise, the door will not open, not allowing you to put the battery in the machine. Now, this can be very, very difficult if you're doing it on solo, especially considering the amount of rounds you're going to have to go. But if you are on your own, I suggest you use the monkey bombs, aka the jack-in-the-boxes, and you can also use the electric trap next to the laboratory as well, which will actually attract all the zombies. After you defended the battery and the full 2 minutes are up, you are now able to pick up a Tesla piece from the actual machine. You then want to pick up this Tesla piece, which I believe is called the Tesla barrel. Then you want to take this piece into the command center and put it into the gun console. After you've done this, it will give you the Hurricane wonder weapon. This weapon is pretty OP. It shoots out a big purple ball which slowly travels across the ground and destroys anything in its way. For me, this is probably one of the best wonder weapons in the actual game, and I would recommend getting this one out of all 4. The next wonder weapon on today's list is called the Reaper. This is probably one of the most difficult guns to upgrade, so bear with it and take your time. The first thing you're going to have to do is again collect yourself one of the brute zombies, and you're going to want to take him in to the sewer. Down within the sewer there is another metal door that you need to break the door off of. What you're going to need to do is shoot the brute so he charges at you. Now, if you stand in front of the door and shoot the brute, he will drop to the ground and then he will charge for you. If you stay in that position as he swings to the ground and hits you, he will also break the door behind you, revealing the Reaper battery. You then want to pick this battery up, turn around, and just behind you is where you actually need to place that battery. To be able to charge this one, you're gonna have to kill 4 bombers with the soul trap. Again, you can kill 4 bombers at once to be able to unlock it, or you can kill 2 bombers and then another 2 bombers. You cannot do it 1, 1, 1. You have to do it 2 and 2 or 4 altogether. I'd recommend grabbing yourself the jack-in-the-boxes for this step. And another good tip is before you open the salt door on the casual Easter egg, there are actually 4 bomber zombies down there which can actually do this step in one step. If not, you're going to have to wait for a bomber zombie. They're like normal zombies, so if you don't kill them, it won't end the round. And if you go anywhere near them, they're going to explode. Now, to make this easier, what I done was lead the bomber zombies into the sewer. When they were close to the battery and the battery started lighting up green, I threw a jack-in-the-box, which attracted the bombers into one position, allowing you to hit that trap and charge the battery. Again, this is not an easy step. I do recommend getting the 4 bombers from the salt tunnel, taking the 4 bombers to the sewers, throwing 2 jack-in-the-boxes down one after another, and then hitting the trap. This should do it in one go. If you don't do it in one go, then do 2 lots of 2 bombers and you should get this step. After you've charged this battery, 3 little lights will light up on the top of the actual battery machine. You then need to take this battery into the morgue next to the grinder. Again, with this step, you're gonna have to defend it for about another 2 minutes. There is no trap to help you on this one, so I'd recommend using the bacon and eggs, which is the upgraded 1911. And if you've already upgraded another Tesla weapon before this step, I would also recommend using that step as well. After you finally finish defending the battery, a brand new Tesla barrel piece will pop out of the grinder. You need to take this piece back up to the command center, put your Tesla piece into the gun console, and this will allow you to pick up the Reaper. For the amount of work and the steps it takes to actually unlock this gun, it's not very good. It shoots out a bolt of energy that explodes upon impact and doesn't really kill many zombies. Probably one of the least useful wonder weapons in the game, but you are going to need it to be able to do the main Easter egg. The third wonder weapon on today's list is the Bloodshot. Now, to start this one off, you're going to need the original Tesla wonder weapon, and you're going to need to take yourself over to the courtyard. In the courtyard, you're going to see a flashing lamppost. You're going to want to shoot that lamppost with the Tesla weapon to start off the next step. After you have shot that lamppost, you are then going to need to shoot every single light on the lamppost until you get back to the morgue. You can use any weapon for this step, and as you can see on screen, when you shoot the first one, you get an audible sound which sounds like this. And after you've shot it, the green light, the green energy from that lamppost will move on to the next one. Now, this is going to take you all around the map, and if you miss one of them, or if you take too long to shoot the next one, it's going to reset. So you're going to have to go all the way back to the start and start all over again. This is going to take you all the way through the courtyard, down through the village, all the way through the command center and into the morgue. This one does take a bit of trial and error because sometimes it is very hard to see the green energy as the light is on, so you can just see a small spark. But it's trial and error. Shoot it, know your route, know exactly what lamps you have to shoot, because there are a few lamps on the way you don't have to shoot. And when you finally hit your last one in the morgue, it will drop a battery in the center of the spike trap. You then need to pick up this battery, turn around, and you can then put it in the battery holder just behind you, and you're ready for the next step. Now, this next step is not too bad. You're going to need to kill 8 pests with the spike trap to be able to charge it. And again, you're going to need to kill 8 pests at one time, or you're going to need to kill 2 lots of 4 pests or more to be able to charge it. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can either wait for a pest round, which is every 5 rounds, and you can also use pests that spawn in after doing Pack-a-Punch. Sometimes after going through a tunnel in Pack-a-Punch and you hit the button, you'll get a small wave of 6 pests that spawn in. You can also use these to activate the trap as well. Again, the battery is going to glow green, indicating you have enough pests in the area to charge it up. And I would also recommend using a jack-in-the-box, throwing the jack-in-the-box in the middle of the spike trap, activating the trap to charge your battery. After it's fully charged and you have a light indication on top, you're ready for the next step. You then need to pick up the battery and take this battery into the morgue. Only certain batteries will go into certain slots, so only 2 batteries will go into the morgue, and only a particular 2 batteries will go into the laboratory. This one needs to go into the morgue. You take your battery into the morgue, you're going to be walking very slow, so make sure you have no running zombies, or if you've got a second player in the game, make sure he's running a zombie. Take it into the morgue, and you also need to defend this one for another 2 minutes. Like I previously said, there is no trap to help you out here, so if you have jack-in-the-boxes, the upgraded 1911, the bacon and eggs, or even a previous wonder weapon, I would recommend using these because it can get very hectic, especially if you're on a higher round. Defend that battery for 2 minutes. You could then pick up another Tesla barrel piece that spawns in the opening of the grinder machine. Take this piece up to the command center, put it in the gun console, and you have just unlocked the Bloodshot. This gun is pretty good. To me, it reminds me of a proper Wonder Waffle from Black Ops 3. It will freeze about 5 to 6 zombies and electrocute them all in one position, and then just make them all explode. This is probably the second best wonder weapon in my opinion in the game. so I highly recommend getting this one if you haven't already got the Hurricane. And the fourth and final wonder weapon that you can get in this map is called the Midnight. The first step of this wonder weapon is you're going to need Brenner's Head. Brenner's Head is one of those big guys with the big tanks and the flamethrowers. You need to kill him and he will drop a head. Now you can make one of these spawn in by doing the casual Easter egg up to the actual Tesla weapon. After you've picked up the Tesla weapon, the Brenner will spawn in. You can kill him and then you can pick up his head. You then need to take his head over to the courtyard, hold L2 on your controller and he will shine a bright ultraviolet light. You need to shine this light at the statue will crumble and break and it will expose the Midnight battery. You then need to shoot this battery with your Tesla weapon, the normal Tesla weapon, the battery will drop to the ground. You need to pick up this battery and then put it in the battery container just to the right hand side. You then need to fill this up with 20 zombies. Again, with this one, you can either kill 20 zombies at once or you can kill 2 lots of 10 zombies. A good tip for this one, again, is using a jack-in-the-box, throwing a jack-in-the-box into the middle of the courtyard and then using the trap. You will get an indication on the battery by it glowing green, indicating that you have enough zombies in the actual area to turn the trap on. After you fill up the battery, it will light up slightly on the top and you are ready to pick up your battery and take it back to the laboratory. After you've taken the battery to the laboratory, just like all the others, you're gonna have to defend it from the zombies for 2 minutes. Again, I would recommend using jack-in-the-boxes. If you've already upgraded another Tesla weapon, I would use this as well. And there is also a trap, the electric trap, which you can use and it will attract the zombies. Using this trap is a big tip because it will drag and attract every zombie away from the battery. Again, with this one, after you've defended the battery, the huge Tesla machine is gonna drop a Tesla barrel. You then take the Tesla barrel back to the command center, put it into the gun console, and that will unlock the final and fourth wonder weapon, the Midnight. The Midnight Tesla upgrade is a bit like the Wolf Bow from Der Eisendrache. It will just take out a wave of zombies, about 10 zombies in one shot. It's a very decent weapon. I definitely recommend picking up this weapon as it's probably one of the easiest weapons you can get and it's pretty damn powerful for how easy it is. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope it was a helpful video. Again, timestamps are in the description if you want to jump to any particular gun, if you want to come back and revisit at any time. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like. It would be appreciated. But until the next one, this is your boy Dame, and I'm out.